Yeah, hi, welcome to edsguitarlessons.com. Just wanted to do a real quick demo on how do you add a stomp box to the Zoom G5 pedal. And basically, when you turn the device on, it looks like this. It'll open up into a window that's in the editing mode. It opens up in the editing mode. To go back to performance mode, you press on button number 4. And it tells you that we're in bank 22. And we're looking at, well, right now we're listening to the multi-mood sound, or modulation sound, I should say. Okay, but say you wanted to change something or add something to that sound, remove something that you didn't like, okay? So this would be performance mode. This is how you scroll through the different banks and find the sounds that you want to play. But say we wanted to change or alter that 22.3, it's the red light's on there, so it's telling us that's the patch that we're playing. You hold number 4 down and it goes into the edit mode. And this gives you the signal chain of all the different sounds that, all the different stomp boxes and effects and modulations that are part of that sound that we just looked at in 22.3. And we can scroll through and see all the different effects that they used, in stomp boxes they used to make that sound possible. And I'll go all the way to the left, and you'll see 4 things in the window right now, and these are 4 of the things that they use to get the particular sound we're dealing with. Okay, so you can see there's 4 there, and we started with or ended here with stereo chorus. Notice there's a little arrow there, and that arrow is telling you there's more stomp boxes to the right, so that you can scroll over and look at them. And there is. There was 2 more items there. That's where we ended. Now the arrow's pointing that way, showing you that there's more stomp boxes and effects to the left. And so that's what's in this particular signal chain that would make this particular sound. A lot of chorus, a lot of reverb and delay. But that's how they got the sound, using those stomp boxes. You can remove any sound you want. Say, I didn't want this particular sound. Let me zoom in so that you can maybe see a little closer now. I'm going to tighten it up so maybe you can read and see what I'm doing. Okay. Hopefully you can. Okay. Okay, that looks a little better. Okay, so now say I didn't want this pedal right here, and this applies to anything that's in the windows. So this would pertain to this. All these buttons and knobs would pertain to whatever you see in this window. So I don't like. I want to remove this, so I would use these scrolling up or down and up buttons. It's called type. What type of an effect do you want to have? What type of effect do you want to have? I'm sorry, there was a phone. In that particular, in this particular part of the signal chain. Okay, so I can scroll through. I can pick a myriad of things, but what I'm trying to do is get rid of it. So I want that symbol to show up, which is a cable, and it's mimicking if you had physical stomp boxes that are connected. If you know anything about stomp boxes, you connect them in series by cables. And so this is the identifier that there's nothing there, it's just a cable, nothing to see, move on, type of thing. But if you wanted to add something else, another sound, I mean there's a myriad of sounds, and I'm going to kind of go through them. You can see there's graphic equalizers, there's tons. I don't have the list of how many there are. All I know is there's a bunch of them in here. Tube screamers, governors, fuzz face, you know, there's all kinds of stuff. Z screamers. There's amp simulations in here also. There's an acoustic sound, so you can make an electric guitar sound like it's got a piezo pickup, so it sounds acoustic. And then here's some of the amps, you know, deluxe reverb, blues amp. It looks like a Vox combo amp. You know, that's also looks like a Vox type amp. And then some bigger amps. It's got all, you know, real big stack type things. That one's called Tangerine, but I'm sure it's mimicking the sound of an orange amp. They just had to name it differently. So, you know, you can add amps, stomp boxes, reverbs, flangers, wah-wahs. I mean, there's all kinds of and ensembles, you know. So look, I mean, it's got tons of stuff that you can add to it. Phase shifters. There's a lot of cool synthesizing sounds, like this one, for instance. That you would add to it. It's not readily seen there. Is that it? There it is. So you have to press the button to audition it anyway. So you can see it. It had a synthesized sound. Z organ, autopan, roto closet, delay, tape echo. Okay, so let's go back to tape echo now. So we wanted to add a tape echo. So now that that's in the window, so that means I can manipulate it now. So I can use these buttons. Once you turn a button, it opens you up into another screen, so that you can adjust the time that you want it to echo the feedback, and how much of it do you want to be part of the mix. It has 2 pages. So this is a page button over here. You can see it, and actually, no, this is the page button here. That'll switch from page 1 to page 2. That's page 1, page 2, back to the original screen. Okay, so I want to adjust the timing of this echo. Okay, so let's get that. So how much do I want in the mix? Oh. That's a long echo. Okay, how much do I want in the mix is here. So it's almost an exact representation of it. So they make it pretty easy to kind of get in, manipulate, see, visual. You just scroll back to the next page, HP high dump, and then the level, which all has to do with tape echo. So now that's part of my signal chain. I can add more things, of course. In this case, I got 2 more slots that I can fill with anything I want. I can remove anything I want anytime just by going, I don't want the echo in this signal chain anymore. Then I just use when I'm in this window of seeing the physical box, I just scroll back until there are a lot of them in here, and it's good and it's bad. It's good because you have a lot of options. It's bad because you have to scroll through them all to get back to a line cable. I think I went backwards, but you can see there's tons. Ooh. My word, we're getting close now, I think. Yeah, so boom. So now there's nothing in the signal chain. So that's how you add and take away patches. Stomp boxes within the signal chain of any of your 300 plus patches that you have. You can manipulate any one of them at any time. If it's got too much distortion, you can add, subtract, take away. It is a cool device in that way. It's visual, you can see it, and so it's kind of intuitive that way. I also wanted to make mention that there is a tube that you physically see. It's laying on its side inside the tube booster, and by pressing this 5th button that doesn't have a number on it, but it relates to the tube booster, you can boost your sound and output quite a bit, and really get a lot more gain on that for a lead solo type thing. Or it can match equally in volume. However much you want to add the boost, you have control over that, and also the tone, whether you want a trebly sound or a more bassy sound. The tone really adds to that. Very useful, very helpful. I hope this helped you. God bless you. Thanks for asking questions. It lets me know somebody's looking, and so that my time wasn't totally wasted. And anyway, God bless you. Check out edsguitarlessons.com. I do have a video that I did on there. It's a memorial video for Brian Terry, who was a border agent that was killed in Mexico. That I did do that. I wrote it and I sing it. I'm not a singer, and I'm not on there for myself. It's just a memorial tribute that I did for Brian Terry. Anyway, if you look at that, I'd appreciate it. Maybe make some comments. God bless you. Take care. Have a great day. Bye.